Hello, everyone. How are you today? Poop's chilling. Poop's pissy because I got a box on the couch. I'm cutting down cardboard today. So I have a project in my living room. Poop's not happy about it. I want to say before I even start jumping into the chat, I just want to say something. If you leave a comment on my channel where you are taking issue with what someone else is manifesting, or if you have a problem with that person's circumstances, and if you have an issue that I've given advice to someone who wants to manifest, but you don't like their circumstances, you take issue with it, and you leave that comment, I will delete it. I will delete it. Keep your opinions about other people's manifestations to yourself. Your opinion on their circumstances, if you think they're dangerous, are none of your business. None of your business. On this channel, when it comes to abuse, that's a whole other topic. That's a whole other topic. And anybody's been on my live streams, you know, if we see abuse situations, we kind of steer them away from worrying about manifesting and we focus on getting them to safety first, right? We still don't judge them, right? But when it's not a situation like that, it has nothing to do with that topic, keep your opinion to yourself. I'm going to remove it because I don't want the person who's asked the question to be mortified and publicly shamed because you have a problem with it, because you disagree with it. Okay, well, I disagree with you. How about that? I disagree with you. I don't like judgment. I don't like people feeling uncomfortable to ask me a question because they might be shamed by someone in the comment section over what they're manifesting. I will not tolerate that on my channel, okay? You will get the not so nice version of me coming out, okay? You are not to judge other people for what they're manifesting, okay? Have I made myself clear? Your comment won't stay. Your comment won't stay. I will boot you. Got it? Okay. So, how's everybody doing? How's everybody today? How's everybody today? Allie, sometimes I gotta do it. Sometimes I gotta do it. If I have a pet peeve, right? If I have a pet peeve, it is judgment of others for what they're manifesting. I cannot stand that. Cannot stand that. We don't know everybody's life circumstances. We don't know the ins and outs of everybody's situation, but people should be or should feel fucking safe to ask me a question and not worry about being publicly shamed. Period. Period. I just can't stand it. So, there you go on that one. Okay, so is everybody doing good? Is everybody on their manifestation games? Mm-hmm. Yes, morgue. Everyone has to mind their business. Totally agree. That's right, Lone Wolf. Judgy bears can get out of here. That's right. Okay. Oh. Hold up. All right. Oh, Jesus Christ. Nicole, the first comment? The first one, Nicole? Nicole Queen Bitch. Number one. What do you call sweaty boobs? Humidities. Oh my God, you are an ass. What kind of car did Jesus drive? A Chrysler. What's a criminal's best asset? His lie ability. I cannot stand you. I cannot stand you. And you want to know what's worse? Is people are loving your stupid fucking jokes. I'm hearing about it in my coaching sessions, Nicole. You're coming up in my coaching sessions. Fucking people are loving your stupid dad jokes. Oh my God. I'm being tortured everywhere. I can't even escape it in my coaching sessions. Sarah Moreau, thank you very much. Hey, Kim. My 3D has completely hit the fan. I am in so much pain. Oh no. I need a zhuzhing to wake me up. There's so much pain. I am on the verge of giving up. I don't even know where to start and what to do. You are not giving up. You are not giving up. Okay, Sarah, you are not giving up. Listen, I don't know exactly what's going on in your 3D. If you want to share some details so I can give you some, more specific advice, please put it in the chat. But listen, I can blanket, say this. Our 3Ds, I lost my job. I'm unable to make money at all. Oh, girl, listen. Okay, I know that's scary. I know you're worried. All right, but listen. Not that I'm also, let me say this. I also don't want anybody to think that they have to face something terrible on their journeys. I am not saying that. But listen, Sarah, you don't know on whether this is leading you to something better. Sometimes our 3Ds, they look the polar opposite of what we're manifesting or what journey or what lifestyle we're going for. Sometimes that 3D can look differently, all right? It can look very differently than what we actually want. But we can look back on like hindsight 2020, we can look back on circumstances, the shitty ones, and we can see how those shit circumstances led us to something bigger and better. So I'm not trying to scare anybody and trying to say, oh, you must manifest something shitty before you can get your manifestation. I don't mean that. But sometimes for example, me. Do you think I wanted that solo vacation, either one of them? No, I did not. And no, I could not see the clear picture when I manifested that. Even though I know your job is different than SP. I know that. But I didn't want it, and I couldn't see how that was going to lead me to a better relationship and a better version of him. I didn't see that coming. I didn't. I was in a very, very, very deep, lonely hole during that time. So listen, everything's going to be okay. Don't panic. Get your emotions out. But let's look at this. So this is leading you to something even better than that job, okay? This guy keeps getting you banned. Okay, well, we'll man up. The mother bear wants to come out right now. Who is it? Who is it? Listen, there are so many platforms that you can go live on, Sarah. Listen, we don't have to. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Somehow, some way, this is catapulting you to even bigger and better. It is. So don't get stuck in the circumstances, okay? Because you kicked him out of your stream. So now, okay. My mother bear in me wants to come out. I gotta center myself here. I want to just go slap the shit out of this person. Listen, it's gonna be okay. It is. All right, listen, look at how many TikTokers have been permanently banned from TikTok, right? And then got their channels back. And I mean permanently banned. But then they were able to somehow get that exact channel back. It does happen. Things happen, okay? Don't be scared to feel your feelings. Don't be scared to feel your feelings. That's the last thing we ever want to do on our manifestation games. It's avoiding dealing with these feelings is why things keep coming back up at us, okay? Don't even worry about that, Sarah. We'll figure something out. But listen, everything is going to be okay, okay? It is. You got a whole community of us coming after that person, okay? Everything is going to be okay. All right? Everything is. Don't you fucking worry. Oh my God, my mother bear side is really wanting to come out and say something snazzy to that fucker. Listen, there are no coincidences. I truly believe in that. There are no coincidences. Everything is leading us to our dreams, our desires, when we keep that as our focus point. So don't start thinking that things are going backwards or going in the wrong direction. I know it hurts. I know it's scary. I know. But things are always leading us to what we want. Always. Okay? Lone Wolf Heart, thank you very much. Lovely Kim and Poop. I'm feeling so excited when I think about being with SP and having it all. Is that okay for living from the end? Yes. How can I not be when I have it all? I love that. I love that. Just thinking about SP kissing me makes me melt. I love that. I love that. I want you to marinate in that. So yes, please keep doing that, Lone Wolf. Yes. Well done, beautiful. Yes. Johnny Cage, thank you very much. Hello, Kim. So, it's been almost 2 months since I saw my SP. Been following your advice and embodying the state of the version of me who's back. Good. Hold on. I know there's. I thought you posted other ones. Hold on. Here we go. Together with SP, today would have been our anniversary. Didn't react or spiral when I didn't get a response back from her. I know I'm dominantly in a God of my reality state. I manifested my first car and money, so I know me meeting her, seeing her, and me texting her is a part of my bridge, but I need a zhuzhing, please, and thank you. Hope all is well. Life is good for me, and I'm better than I was exactly 1 year ago. Good. Sending you love and positivity. Johnny Cage, I just love that. That was a lot. There was a lot of super chats. Sorry, so hold up. I want to go back up. First of all, I do want to say that I love that you did not react or waste your time spiraling because you reached out and you haven't heard back. That means nothing. So good. What is it? Why won't you stay down? So yeah. Oh, there we go. So I love that you didn't waste your time reacting or spiraling. That's good. Because it would be a waste of time, right? Whenever we take action to reach out to our specific person, we should only ever be doing that when we know we're not going to react for a lack of response, or for, if they do respond, we don't like what they say. It's a waste of time. Honestly, it's a waste of our emotions falling apart over that, right? So good. Now, as far as, okay, it's been 2 months since you've seen her. So fucking what? So the fuck what? That does not mean anything, right? Our 3D is nothing but the illusion world. It's just the illusion world. It's old news. It's just old news. The real, true reality is up here. So you stay up there. And it sounds like you've been doing that, so that's good. You will, listen. The true thing with manifesting, honestly, is to live your life. It's to live your life. Right? You do your things for your manifestation game, whatever that means for you. Like if you like to affirm, script, visualize, getting into the state. And then live your life. Not sitting home waiting for your manifestations. Living, having an existence. That's the key. because you're not sitting home in the mindset of, I don't have what I want yet, or I can't allow myself to be happy until I have my manifestation, which we don't want to do that because that's honestly a constant state of lack. It's not the state of having. So I think you're doing good. Keep doing that, Johnny. You'll have your SP back. You know, it's the standing firm. It's the not wavering. It's the realizing that you honestly are totally able to experience any desire you want. It's really, really allowing that to sink in. So continue doing that. Continue. And who's to say that she's not going to respond? Who's to say she's not going to? Just because she hasn't yet doesn't mean she's not going to. I honestly don't even think that no contact really exists. I really don't. That's why over here we like to call it quiet time, because it's not no contact. It's not. Contact will happen. We're still connected. We're all connected by one consciousness, really. So we're never in no contact. Just saying. So Johnny, well done, Johnny Cage. Keep doing what you're doing. Okay? Reagan, thank you very much. Hi, pretty mama. Well, hello. Thank you for putting your heart and soul into us. It truly shows how much you care about all your HBICs. P.S. Hope Poop's doing well. Reagan, thank you so much. That was so very nice. I really appreciate that, and I do. I'm not exaggerating or just saying it to fluff you up, that when I'm not on a live stream or making a video, you guys are always on my mind. You're on my mind on times when you shouldn't be, right? You're on my mind all the time. Look at all the little sneaking videos from SP's house that I throw up. It's because I'm constantly thinking of you guys. Constantly. Because I know what it's like. I know what it's like to really want a manifestation and needing the encouragement to know that you're going to have it. I know what that feels like because I've lived it. I've lived it. But the bonus is I'm on the other side of it. I know what it's like to actually have and maintain those manifestations. So I'm your little example of you can do it, you can get it, and you can keep it, right? I'm the example of that for you all. That's why I share you all my fuck-ups too. I share all my fuck-ups. So you don't have to do them. But thank you so much. That was so friggin' nice. I really appreciate that. Hillary Marie, member for 10 months. Thank you very much. I've missed y'all. We've missed you. Huge job manifestation to share with the members tonight. If y'all remember, I turned one down a few months back. I do remember that. So glad to be back. Hope everyone is doing well. As always, Kim, thank you for all you do. Hillary, thank you so much. Thank you. We've missed you. I'm glad you're back. We've definitely missed you. So yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing the story. What's going on? Salty, thank you very much. Salty. I remember yesterday, okay? Kim, need your help. I'm still scared SP doesn't love and won't make us official. Salty. Also disappointed he isn't loving or romantic. Not that he's bad in 3D, just friendly. Just wanting to have that open emotional intimacy. Salty! I can't give you the frowning devil horns picture, so here's my version of it. Salty! Listen to how you're describing that specific person. Listen. Listen to this. I'm scared SP doesn't love and won't make us official. Also disappointed he isn't loving or romantic. He's just friendly. I'm just wanting to have that open emotional intimacy. For the love of all that's holy, Salty! You are describing him this way, which means what? You are holding him in that story. You're holding him in the story. And I told you that yesterday. I told you that yesterday. You are not listening to me. You cannot keep describing someone in a fashion that we do not want them to be. We cannot keep doing this and then be like, oh, I'm so shocked. I'm so shocked and horrified that they keep showing up this way. It is the law of assumption. The law of assumption. It is our assumptions and beliefs that are at play in our world. And if you keep describing him in this fuckery, he's going to keep showing up this way. Listen to me. We must describe him as the way we want him to be. That's the key. That is the key. She is unfazed because this bitch is so used to that. She tunes me out. She don't listen to me. We know this, right? But are you hearing me, Salty? You're fearing it for probably whatever previous life experiences you have had. Okay? And I got that. That would tell me we need to work on self-concept or pay attention to what state you are embodying. You right now, like I told you yesterday, are embodying the state where my SP sucks tits, where he's just friendly. He's only friendly to me. That's the state you're in. You're in a state of fear of your specific person. So that is why those fearful thoughts are coming in. Your state of consciousness, your state, your home, your state of consciousness is the reason why you get the thoughts you thought. Your thoughts are always a product of the state you are in. Always. So if you're getting fearful thoughts, after you've sat with them, addressed them, realizing they do not have to define you, they don't have to be a part of your reality anymore, we then shift our focus to the version of ourselves that has our manifestations. We cannot get our specific person to change without changing ourselves. One of the things that we would need to change is the way we're describing our specific person. It is key. I do realize that there are coaches out in this community who tell you to just focus on self-concept and everything will be okay. And that is just not fucking true. If you never address the way you are describing your specific person or what story you are holding them in, you can affirm for your self-concept all fucking day long. And the only thing it's going to do is change the way you identify yourself to everybody but specific person. The story you hold for them fucking matters. It matters. Okay? I cannot control what these other morons teach in this community. I cannot control it. I cannot. I don't have time for that kind of a manifestation, all right? But it matters. It fucking matters. Okay? So Salty, I'm going to be all over you tonight in the channel membership. I'm going to be all over you. Got it? Okay. Rhonda K, thank you very much. Kim, having a hard time. I'm feeling so off. Been sick for days now and feel frustrated with him. Old story keeps showing up and techniques feel forced. I'm angry and feel resentment right now. Please judge me. Love you. Love you too. It's very similar to what I just said to Salty, Rhonda. Very similar. Now, number one, when you're not feeling well, okay? When you're not feeling well, listen, it does add to our mind. Listen, think about it. When we're not feeling physically well, our mindset is affected by that. It just is. So that's playing in your scenario right now. It's playing in your 3D. It's playing. It is. It's having an effect on where your mind is and what state you're embodying. Now, by what techniques you're doing right now, I'm not really sure. If you're not feeling well, I wouldn't be doing anything manifestation-wise. I would be taking a fucking break. I would be taking a break. Get yourself well first, okay? Now, the resentment and, feeling angry with your SP is, listen, it's valid. How you feel is valid, right? How he's been showing up is not fun, favorable, nice. So the way you feel is valid. But at the same time, okay? At the same time, we've got to change the story we're holding of him. Thank you, Carla. We have to change the story. It's not an option. And I know it's hard when the 3D isn't what we want. I get that. But that's where our mindset comes in. That's where our really wanting of the desire needs to kind of zhuzh us up. It's called the digging deep. And sometimes digging deep ain't fun, especially when you don't feel good. Hence why I honestly would tell you to take a break until you're physically feeling better. Okay? So like I said, the way you feel towards your specific person is valid. You are not wrong, right? But at the same time, if we are in belief of manifestation, if we believe the law of assumption works, if you've accepted that, and you've accepted that it is your thoughts, your beliefs, your assumptions that are at play, right? They're projecting out. And that's why you're experiencing the things you're experiencing. This is why, listen, if we would try to start seeing our specific people as actors and actresses in our 3D world, right? If we would try seeing them from that perspective, it can help us get through those moments just a little bit. Because if they're only ever showing up reflecting our beliefs and assumptions, and listen, I haven't thought of a better word yet, but I really think we should drop the phrasing reflecting. I do. I just can't think of another word. If you've got one, share it with me and I'll start using that. Because they're not your direct reflection as far as what you're currently thinking. Meaning, because I've been asked this question, well, I love that. I love him or I love her. So why aren't they reflecting that they love me? If they're my reflection, if they're my mirror. That's why I think we should drop that terminology, because it is tricky. It's confusing. But they're not your direct reflection in that fashion. They are the reflection of your beliefs and assumptions. So if your indicators, I like that, John M. Yeah. Yeah, they're indicators of what your belief and assumptions are. That's how they show up. Okay? They show up, I'm trying to say reflecting, indicating, mimicking your beliefs and assumptions, period. So if you have a self-concept that is not that awesome around love and relationships, right? If our beliefs around love and relationships is not that great, and now because of experience we've had with that specific person, now you're describing them in this new story, You're just creating more assumptions about them, which is not beneficial. It's not favorable to your manifestation game. You see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? So after feeling better, would start taking a look at what is going on within you and stop putting so much pressure on yourself. Listen, most of the time when we're not feeling that great in regards to our manifestations, okay, when we're not feeling that great, it's bottom line comes down to the fear of not being able to get that manifestation, along with our own beliefs and assumptions that are projecting out. It's the fear that it's not going to work. Nothing's changing. What if I put my all into this and it never manifests, right? It's like a form of protection that we're doing when we're getting frustrated. It's because we think it's not going to work. We think we're not going to get the manifestation. And I get that. And I do. Okay? I do. I've been there. Right? That's why I told you that my first 2 weeks flat of my solo vacation, I was so angry and hurt inside. And I was angry at higher power, God, whatever. I was furious. And I was so mad because I thought this failed me. Law of assumption, manifestation. I'm like, this is all fucking lies. It's lies. I believed that. I did. I was so angry inside. So I get it. I know what it's like to feel that way. You know, after a little getting through it, finally having states of consciousness make sense to me, I started pushing through and blah, blah, blah. Got my person back. So I know how you're feeling, but I'm your proof it works. I'm your proof it's real. You're manifesting whether you're trying anyway, whether you're consciously manifesting, you're manifesting anyway. So when we're feeling frustrated, it's important not to stifle that frustration though, okay? So for me, I'm a crier, so I can be super angry and still cry it out. Good, get it out of your system. Don't stifle it. Don't shut it down. Get it out. But then let's recenter ourselves and start putting things into perspective. It all comes down to the fear that it's not going to work. And I'm telling you, it does. I'm the proof. If nothing else, you can believe me. Right? I've had the same story, the same information the entire time I've had my channels, right? My story ain't changing. Meaning it's hard to maintain a lie that long. You see what I'm saying? You can trust. I know. It's easy for me to say, you can trust me, but you can trust me. It does work. Sometimes it's uncomfortable when we're working through things, especially if they are beliefs and assumptions that we've had for a really long time. I like to now look at, and this didn't come from me. I don't remember where I read this, but somebody else used it as the example of like peeling an onion. So I now like to think of your beliefs and assumptions, the shitty ones, are onions. And in my world, as you shift your state, as you level up or shift your state, you're peeling layers. But it doesn't mean because you shifted that you're never going to have to peel some more layers. It doesn't mean that, right? We're humans having a human experience. And I also don't mean you're going to have a lifetime of having to fucking peel lemons or onions. I don't mean that. But it's a journey. We're getting rid of things that we've been holding on to, marinating in most of our existence. So sometimes it can be a little uncomfortable. Don't shut yourself down when you're feeling that discomfort. You know what I mean? Don't shut yourself down. Get it out. But it will get better. But it's helpful to take a look at what you're really frustrated at. What are you really frustrated at? Because if they're only showing up, I'm trying to say reflecting our beliefs and assumptions, holding them, you know, holding resentment, holding anger at them is hurting you. It's not hurting them, it's hurting you. That's why my advice is to work on getting rid of the resentment and letting things go so that you can move on with your manifestations. Listen, and I'm not talking abusive situations, I'm talking relationship shit, right? Normal relationship shit. But holding on to the anger and resentment because we feel that someone, you know, should be punished for their actions, which I totally understand that. I have a very hot temper, so I get it. But eventually you come to the realization it's only hurting you. It is not hurting them. And it is holding up your manifestation. It is. You can't have someone show up the way you want when you're still angry at them. You're holding them into a story. You're trapping them there. This is how we let things go and actually start getting the things we want and experiencing the things we want. It can feel like a process. I know, and it can be annoying. I get that too. So try not to see it as a process. Try to see it as I'm absolutely going to live my dream life. This is all the steps to my dream life. Paying attention to where my mind is going and then living and existing in my world. Nothing is permanent unless you want it to be. Nothing is. Anything can be changed. Okay? But I will say this, you can see how marinating and staying in this mindset is not fulfilling, it's not rewarding, and it doesn't bring what we want. It just doesn't. Okay? Okay? Malibu Milk, thank you very much. Hi, Kim. I sent you a thank you. Not sure if you got it because I didn't get the automated response. Oh, no, I didn't get it. Or I haven't seen it yet. Doesn't mean I didn't get it. I haven't seen it yet. You know I get astronomical numbers of email a day, just so you know. So I will look for it, though. I will look for it. And can I just tell everybody how fucking lovely Malibu Milk is? I have finally got to see, do a face-to-face call with Malibu. She's lovely and she's amazing. Just want to say that. And just like I told you, Malibu, that I just read that and I heard your voice reading it to me, just like I knew. I told you I would do that. I can't help it. Is it Burku? Kim, I feel amazing knowing my manifestation is done. I feel butterflies on my stomach. I'm so happy without reason. I'm kind of scared being delusional. Oh, don't be scared. Let that shit go. Don't you be scared. That's wonderful. And that's exactly, listen, when I started really working on my state, when state started clicking for me when I was in my solo vacation, and remember I said initially I couldn't even go to my end. I couldn't even get there because it triggered me so much because of my current 3D at the time. But when I finally could get to the end and really get myself to the place of having my manifestation, meaning my full end with SP, the butterflies, and that became my focal point of like future manifestations. That's when I get into or embodying the state, the first thing I get is the butterflies until the more natural it becomes. So that is a good thing, darling. That is a good thing. Don't be scared of it. Listen, I get it. Manifestation, we do sound crazy. We sound delusional. Our thinking is delusional. I know it is. But it's delusional only because we've lived our entire existence believing our 3Ds, believing that what we saw and what we've been taught was always fact. And this awakening, right? The big awakening you're experiencing where you're realizing most of what you've been taught is a crock of bullshit, right? Most of the things we've learned, and that's no hate against our parents or anybody that raised us. I don't mean that. I'm saying overall life shit we realize is bullshit, and then we're in a lot more control than we're aware, it initially it can be kind of like almost scary, like wait a minute, this is bullshit too. But it's amazing. Allow yourself to be delusional. You know what the funny thing is we've always been delusional. When you really think about it, we've always been delusional. We were just delusional in the other direction, right? It was always so easy for us to believe negative things, to believe things wouldn't work out for us, or that person wouldn't love us, wouldn't choose us. We believed delusional negative shit. So the only thing is we just changed the direction of what delusional life we're choosing. Now we're believing the more positive things, like things can really work out for us. I can be a multi-millionaire. I can be, healthy, happy, have a beautiful relationship. I can have that. We've spent so much time telling ourselves that we can't. That's why we feel delusional. But we were just as delusional before. You know what I'm saying? So no. Keep marinating in that, honey. Keep marinating in it. That's awesome. And it's awesome that you've gotten there. Well done. Go there every day. Go there every day and watch that dwelling state of yours start to shift. That's when a lot of that magic happens in the 3D. I'm just saying that's been my exact experience. Okay? Luna Bell, thank you very much. Hey, Kim. Wondering what's going on with me. I'm totally ignoring my 3D and keeping on top of my mental diet. However, I'm exhausted and have been in no contact with my SP for months. I'm trying. Okay. So I'm not picking on you, but it's going to feel like it. This one line, I'm totally ignoring my 3D. Now, I understand that's another misconception that's taught in this community. It's not about ignoring our 3D. Okay? Fuck the 3D, which is my coined phrase. Thank you. It's mine. Fuck the 3D does not mean ignore. It means your 3D doesn't matter. That nothing in the 3D can stop you. Nothing. No circumstance can stop you from getting your desires. That's what fuck the 3D means. Meaning, we want to look at things within our 3D that we're experiencing that we don't like, circumstances. We want to take a look at them, not to marinate. We want to look at them and see, hey, where is this coming from? Where within my self-concept or my beliefs and my assumptions is this coming from? Why did this manifest? We address it, we focus on where it's coming from within us, and then we can push it aside. But it's never instantly ignore, and I really need people to hear that. Okay? Don't confuse fuck the 3D as ignore the 3D. Not until you've addressed it. Meaning figuring out where it's coming from or what state you're embodying. Okay? But yes, circumstances don't matter, but we still look at them initially to find out why they manifested so we can work on that so we don't have to experience that again. Okay? Now, and you're keeping on top of your mental diet, but you're exhausted. And that tells me that something more is going on here. So anytime that we're starting to feel exhausted, frustrated, annoyed with our 3D, we are either, it could be a couple things. We're either doing too much for our manifestation game, like too much. Okay? Like I know like there's some people who set timers to do their affirmations. If that brings you joy, please keep doing. But if not, it's unnecessary extreme, just saying. Or your mental diet could be too strict. Your mental diet could be too strict. And what I mean by that is, mental diet doesn't mean flip your every single thought. It doesn't. That's exhausting. Mental diet is being aware that we do not have to be in fear of our negative thoughts anymore. We don't. When you take the power back from that type of mentality, when you take your power back and you realize just because I think a thought doesn't mean it has to instantly manifest, and anybody telling you that is wrong. They're wrong. And if they're experiencing it in their 3D, it's because of their own unfortunate belief. But once you realize that you don't have to be afraid of every negative thought that comes in your mind, listen, it's the flipping them, the instant, constant flipping of them is why we're getting intrusive thoughts. When we have to fight our brain, fight our thoughts, that's why it comes back with a vengeance. So if you're doing anything in that department, stop. And that could be some of the exhaustion. Or maybe some of the things that are coming up for you are things that it's time to face. They're time to face. It could be a number of those things. I would take a break. If you're feeling that exhausted, tired, overwhelmed, take a break. Taking a break from your manifestation game does not mean you lose your momentum. It does not mean you have to start back at the beginning. It doesn't mean you've lost anything with your manifestation. You pick up right where you left off. So no worries. No worries. Okay? Honestly. A lot of times, if we're putting our attention on what state we're embodying, okay? The state we're embodying. I cannot stress to you, your life will be so much easier if you did that. I'm just saying. Okay? It changed my life. I'm just saying. The more attention you pay to your state of consciousness, and you realize what state you've been in, meaning a victim type state, you realize those thoughts are just coming because of that state. And they don't have to hold power over you anymore. When you shift your state, you don't have to be in this woman or man who has it all state 24/7. You don't have to be there in order to get movement or manifestation in your 3D. It's just working your way out of that victim state. Scared the shit out of me. Working your way there every day to get out of that victim state, just for a few minutes a day, will by default start changing that dwelling state of yours. And your dwelling state is where you fall back, whether when you are in autopilot or when things are going tits up in your 3D, you tend to fall back to that dwelling state. And it's usually, from what I've seen, okay, on my perspective, what I've seen is usually a dwelling state happens to be a victim state. So working on getting into a more beneficial state by default starts changing your dwelling state, which is what that should be our focus, is changing the dwelling state, because that's where you are most of the time. So I think you're doing too much, or you're overwhelming yourself. Take a damn break. Take a damn break. Honestly. Take the pressure off of you. Your fearful, negative thoughts do not have power over you. And I get it. All of us at one time have been scared into thinking that if we don't instantly, no, don't think that, affirm, that we're not going to get our manifestation, or that scary thought is going to manifest. We've all been there. We've all believed that at some point, and I promise you that's not true. It's just not true. And the more you're aware that it doesn't have that stronghold, the less fear you have to it, and the less they will come. Okay? Kim, I started doing the hands and the head thing that you do. I don't know. What do you mean? I need to see it. Send me a video. What do you mean? I can't help it, okay? What's it mean? What is this that I'm always moving shit? I don't know. Helen, thank you very much. Kim, still in quiet time with SP1, but 2 days ago his BFF messaged me and told me he was asking about me and brought me up in convo saying he wished I was there. Movement? Yeah. Hello, major movement. Yes. Well done, Helen. That's awesome. So you're not even in quiet time, really, in my opinion. That's not quiet time. That's not quiet time. That's movement, darling. Well done. Awakening to love, thank you very much. Kim, I love you. I love you too. Smaller manifestations coming in, but only those that I accidentally forget, let go, totally drop. This worries me much. Do we have to let go, forget, drop our SPs too from our mind to get them? No, we do not. Not in any way, shape, or form do you have to drop, let go of your manifestation. What would be really beneficial to you is to drop and let go of your worried thoughts, your scary thoughts, anything that you're fearing. Let go of that. Let go of that. But you thinking about your SP is not keeping your SP away from you. If that was the case, I wouldn't have my boyfriend. I wouldn't have him. Because if you think he was not on my mind, solo vacations, no. He was on my mind 24/7, okay? 24/7. I was in tears constantly. And I got him back. See what I'm saying? No, that is not true. It is the fear. You're giving fear power. You're giving fear power. And we don't have to live like that anymore. We don't. And it is, we just get to decide. We do. Maybe not the first time you decide, will it take hold? But you keep plucking away at that. It will. I'm your proof of that. So no. Now, as far as other things that you think you've let go of that have shown up, I would be very interested to hear what they were and resistance levels to those manifestations. Because here we go with another misconception, okay? I know on the law of attraction side of the house, well, actually, I've even seen some law of assumption coaches saying this, which is like, I'm not sure what planet they're on. Definitely not the same planet the rest of us are on, but that's okay. Hey, they can live their limited existence in their world. It's gotta suck. But I've heard people say, no, you need to let go. You need to let go of the manifestation and then it can come. That's how you drop the resistance to it. No. I've also seen comments of people saying, the minute I let SP go or decided I didn't want him anymore, that's when he or she finally shut up. No, you dropped your resistance by letting go, meaning you were in constant persistence of desperate, needy energy, which is a lack-filled state where you are constantly, without even trying, affirming that you don't have your manifestation. So you've worn yourself out to the point of giving up on your specific person. You move on to an SP2, and then guess what? Now they show up. Yes, because you dropped your desperate, needy energy. And that's why they came in. It wasn't because you let them go. Don't be confused. Okay? It's when you get into a place, which plucking away at this every day will work. When you get into the place of just knowing, I want it, I got it, it's mine. It really is. There's nothing more really to it. It's mine. I can have it. And no one can stop me. It's mine. Facing any beliefs and fears we might have, handling them, and I am telling you, it's going to come. It sounds too good to be true. It sounds too easy, and I know it. I know it does. And had I just found manifestation, I would not believe it was that easy. I would think there has to be more to it. It's all this. It is all this. So no, you do not have to worry. You do not have to forget, let go of your person. Let go of your worrisome, negative thoughts, any fears. Work on letting them go. Okay? Promise. And for what it's worth to anybody, I think that if you've ever been in my channel membership or if you've coached with me, I think you could see right through me. This is not a character. This is just me. I don't talk about things unless I've manifested those things and experienced them and kept the manifestation. Because I don't feel anybody should be coaching people if they have not kept their fucking manifestations. Because you can't answer questions that may come up because of the journey itself. Because you haven't done it yet. You haven't done it. Right? So I don't talk about anything or give advice on things unless I've had some experience in that area. So I can comfortably tell you. Okay? I can comfortably tell you. You don't have to let go in order to get. Okay? You don't. Yes, Kim, but how do you know it was actually a manifestation and not just your luck? Because I don't believe in luck. So, I don't believe in luck. Do you believe in luck? Just your question in itself tells me where your mindset is. Just saying. No judges. But if you think things are happening because of luck, manifestation. It's manifestation. Everything's manifestation. Everything. Literally everything. That's my belief, so that's what I will experience. You can keep believing in luck. You can believe in whatever you want to believe. And that's exactly what you will experience in your 3D. So, inevitably, I guess you're not wrong. If you want to believe in luck, it doesn't make you wrong. It just makes us very different. And you will experience that people only get things because of luck in your reality. Not in mine. Not in mine. And for what it's worth, if this is what luck feels like, then fine. Call me lucky. But it's manifestation. It is. Everything is. It's the law of assumption. You can create whatever you want. You can have any belief you want in your reality. If you want limitations, you can have them. I don't. My life has completely changed due to my thinking, due to my mindset and what I believe in completely. You can do it too. I'm not special. There's nothing special about me. So if I can do it, anybody can do it. Change your mindset. If you're getting frustrated, if you're worried that things aren't going to come in because you're not lucky enough, change your mindset. Test it for yourself. Test it for yourself. So you don't have to rely on somebody else's experiences, right? I get it. When I first started manifestation, and I don't mean when I had my channel, I'm saying when I first found it in general, I didn't believe a lot of people. I was a very bad skeptic. I thought people were lying. I thought they were exaggerating. So I get it. I get it. But I tested it myself instead of relying on them. Because I knew I was a skeptic. I knew I thought they were fucking lying straight out of their ass. I did. And some of their behaviors on their videos made it even more difficult for me to even attempt to believe what they were saying. Because I just saw it as money grubbing, truthfully. And then when I saw their, $5,000 coaching programs, I was like, wow, no, this shit's a lie. There's no way. And then I just started trying myself. And shit started rolling up that I could not explain to coincidence. If you had known me, we'll say at this point, maybe 6-7 years ago, I'm a different person. I'm still sarcastic and sassy, but I'm a different person because of this stuff. So don't rely on anybody else. Don't rely on other channels. Don't rely on me. Don't take my word for it. Don't take the words of people in the comment sections. Do it for yourself. Test it for yourself so you can prove it to yourself so you can change your life. Well, honey, listen, thing is, I've been trying for a long time. It's frustrating, but I'm still here. Things like him never. But that's the thing is, honey, you're frustrated. It's because of your mindset. It is. Change that, things will start changing. I'm telling you. It works. But I do sympathize with you, because I'm going to say something. When I first found all of this, there weren't a lot of channels. There were not. So I know finding manifestation now, I'm sure it's very frustrating. I'm sure a lot of people have doubts finding it now because of all these channels popping up and they're instantly coaching and charging money. I wouldn't trust anyone either. I wouldn't. So I sympathize with people waking up now, because I think it looks like a liar's market right now. You have people that you can tell have just regurgitated somebody else's words and really probably couldn't help you get your hand out of your ass, and they're charging for it. Or coming up with, I don't know, fucking things to sell. I understand. It would be very, very difficult for me too, and I feel bad. I do. But on my end, I've really experienced what I talk about. I've really manifested and have maintained what I've manifested. I try to share every ounce of my experience with keeping some semblance of privacy. Kind of a little bit, certain details, but I try to share everything. I am a regular person. I'm not magical. Well, I like to think I'm magical, but you know what I'm saying. But I get it. I'm telling you, start changing your mindset. Test it for yourself without your limiting rules on it. Test it on stuff that you know you have no resistance to. Okay? But I get it. I do. My heart hurts for people just finding this stuff now. My heart hurts because you are bombarded with... Whoopsie. Hopefully I'm still here. I just hit something. I just pushed something on here that everything froze and told me I wasn't connected. It did freeze. It was me. I hit a button. I'm sorry. It was me. Okay, hold up. Let's see. Okay. Shell E. Thank you very much. So much movement, and it all exploded last night. I can't see him different after abuse, lies, and hurt. Keep manifesting him or moving on with a new SP struggling. Okay, you had so much movement, and then it exploded last night. Okay, well... if you are experiencing abuse of any kind with this person, personal opinion, I would not continue manifesting someone that abused me, but I would be addressing what's going on within me, what my beliefs are. I would be addressing my self-concept, not from a place of blaming yourself for experiencing abuse. We do not do that over here. But I would struggle to change the story if someone had abused me. So I'm just saying, I don't like telling people to move on from manifestations. I feel it's not my place. I will tell you from my opinion. If you've experienced abuse, do not go back to that person. Do not get yourself to a safe place. Okay? Manifestation aside, get yourself safe. Okay? So my opinion, I don't think I would continue manifesting somebody that had abused me of any kind. Of any kind. Okay? But I don't want you to think I'm pointing fingers at you, and I'm not. Okay? And I hope you're okay, Shelly. I hope you're okay. I hope you're in a safe place. If there was any type of physical, emotional abuse, no, I would not go back. That's me. No, it's not. It's not. All right? I feel bad. I'm sorry you went through that. But I still would be addressing what's going on self-concept wise. Not to blame yourself for anything that's manifested. Not that. I don't want you wasting your time in that kind of a mindset. But to project a loving, fulfilling relationship, knowing that you deserve to be treated like a fucking queen, and you can expect respectful behavior, unconditional love from those that you love. Okay? Aubrey Marsh, thank you very much. Hi, Kim. My 3D has been I can't see. I think it looks like a tornado. I'm going to guess, okay? Trying to spiral. Trying not to spiral. SP1 is moving next door to me. And cockroach is in the picture. This makes no sense. Is this a bridge? Oh my God, yes, it's a bridge, first of all. Aubrey, yes, it's a bridge. I know it's not a comfortable bridge. I know it's not a comfortable board on your bridge of incidents. He's moving next door? What? What? Yes. Yes, there are no coincidences, Aubrey. There are no coincidences. Okay? There are no coincidences. Listen, and I hope you're telling yourself, this is a bridge of incidents. We don't know how, we don't know why, but it is. Kim, I'm so confused. This isn't what I meant when I affirmed everything reminds him of me. I know that. I know that. This is a bridge. It is. It's a part of your bridge. Yes, sometimes the bridge is shaky and doesn't look like what we expect it to be. Agree, agree, agree. Cannot agree with that more. Yes. So, Aubrey, it's a part of your bridge. I don't think cockroach is going to be existing for much longer. I don't. This isn't a coincidence, darling. No fucking way is this a coincidence. In any way, shape, or form. Okay? It's almost a little hilarious. I'm not even going to lie. It's almost a little comical. Do y'all hear the beeping? How do I deal with him and it in my reality? I'm going to be seeing them. Don't get yourself down. Look at you. You're bracing for impact. We don't want that mentality. I got to make a video on that. We don't want to brace for impact. That's us expecting things are going to happen not in our favor. That's how it feels. I know that. I mean, that's what it sounds like. No bracing for impact. This person is inconsequential. It's going to be out of your 3D in no time. Listen, there are some people who are in circumstances where 3Ps, they have to see. So removing instantly from their awareness can be a struggle because they're in our face, and I get that. But, girl, you know that I know how freaking smart you are. You know that I know how strong you are and how powerful you can be. You can do this. Keep telling yourself it's nothing but a bridge. Nothing but a bridge. Everything is working in your favor. Everything is working in your favor. Every single experience is working in your favor. Do you know how easy it is to get rid of a queen roach? Better throw down some Raid or essential oil and vinegar with some bleach. What the fuck, Brandon? It's gonna be okay. This is a major bridge. Listen, your manifestation is playing out in front of you right now. That's all. So sit back like we're supposed to and be the observer. Be just the observer right now. You can do this, okay? I know you're a strong woman. You can do this. 3P is not even in your realm of competition. Don't give that person more power. Be the observer. Stay in your 4D. You can do it. Like, I can already see this playing out. I can already see it. It's actually a good thing. I know it doesn't feel like it probably to you, but it is. It is. I keep telling myself this is a bridge. It has to be because this makes no sense. Exactly. Why would he move next door to me? It's comical. It is comical. I'm loving it secretly. Not that you're not of your distress, but this is awesome. This is probably the best bridge of incidents moment I have ever heard since having this channel and doing live streams. Probably the best one I've ever heard. So girl, it's gonna be okay. It is. Oh my God, it is. Especially with, listen, look at some of the movement experiences you have had over the last few months since you really started focusing your mindset in the right place. Even though you think maybe a moment here or a moment there wasn't exactly what you wanted, no, from my perspective on the outside looking in, you've been having favorable movement. Even if boundaries have to be put up and down, it doesn't matter. It's still movement. Just saying. To me, this is so easy. This is just going to bang right out. There's going to be no issues. I'm telling you, stay up here. Okay? You're the observer. That's really what all of us are supposed to be doing, is just be observers of our reality. Just be observers. We don't have to fear or be upset with our 3D. Listen, we're humans. We're going to have our moments, right? But for the most part, we don't have to fear anything because we know somehow, some way it's leading us to our manifestation, right? We cannot be stopped. We cannot be stopped from getting what we want. I'm telling you, you can do this, Aubrey. God, I cannot wait to talk to you. I cannot wait. Okay. Everything's going to be all right. Lee or Lai? Wait. Thank you, Kim. Also, thanks for going live on my beat. Is today your birthday? Is today your birthday? Happy fucking birthday, Aubrey. Happy birthday. And if it wasn't, and if it was from another time in my life, happy belated birthday. It is today. Happy birthday, Aubrey. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Aubrey. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. What a gift for your birthday. What a gift. Huh? Next door. That's awesome. It's gonna be okay. It really is, okay? I can't wait to talk to you. Okay, so is it Lee or Lai? Thank you very much. Hi, Kim. Me and my SP are back in contact after months of no contact. He is acting more like a friend with me, old story, and I'm getting so impatient, fighting the constant urge to ask for things I want in the 3D. How to persist. Okay. All right, so first of all, what I want to say is, why don't you rewind and go listen to what I told Salty? Because that's going to be the same answer for you. All right? Listen. You're back in contact. You know me. I don't think there is no contact. We're all connected, right? We're not ever officially out of contact when you really think about it. But he's showing up that way because of the story you're holding of your person. Period. Point blank, period. So we have to change the story. Listen, you're aware that you're holding a story because you told me so in the super chat. So start describing him the way you want him to show up, while also addressing what's going on within you, meaning your beliefs and assumptions around love and relationships need to be addressed, right? We are never really changing our specific person. We are changing ourselves so that they show up better. So if this person is not showing up the way we want, we need to take a look at ourselves, right? What are our beliefs? What are our assumptions around the person and around love and relationships? Address that and everything can change. And listen, from my perspective, it is the benefit is to pay attention to what fucking state you're in. Look at what state you're embodying. And let me say this. Every time we're triggered and upset at the 3D, we are now what? We know we're in a shit state. We know we're in a victim state. Especially if it's a trigger that has come up on more than one occasion and it's like the same subject area, I'm saying. That is something it's time to face and deal with so we can shed some layers off our onion, our limiting belief onion. And then we can shift, right? And things start looking amazing. Oops, just got a text. So, you see what I'm saying? So you already know you're in a shit state. That's why we're getting upset. We got to change that story. We got to take a look at ourselves. They are only ever showing up based on us. Us. Okay? Work on that and things will change. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. It changed completely for me. Completely. I thought I already had a good version of my guy when I started making my state my priority of where I am, what's going on within me, what thoughts I'm having. And I focused on, like I said, I made that my priority. He became an even better version of himself. And even better. I already thought I had the better version. You see what I'm saying? But he couldn't become that version of himself until I changed. So nothing ever really has anything to do with your specific person. It's all got to do with ourselves. Not from the place of being mean to ourselves or being angry with ourselves or, frustrated or blaming ourselves for our manifestations. No. But paying attention to where or what things we've manifested over time that we didn't even realize we were manifesting at the time, and looking at the patterns, looking at the things we've experienced and say, looks like a damn pattern. Looks like I've been doing this a lot in my relationships. I keep getting these guys who show up amazing in the beginning and then they start to change. Whether they are fizzling out, whether they suddenly are changing how they're showing up, meaning behavior-wise, or they're just gone in general. And if it's something you've had over and over, that should be the wake-up call. Okay, it's me. It's me. So address yourself. He will change. Okay? Okay? I had something else to say, but God damn it, I lost my train of thought and I forgot what it was. It'll come to me. Sarah Moreau again. Thank you. Don't know how much you've calmed me down. Oh, good. Good, Sarah. Everything is gonna be good. What's that? I had that over and over. Yeah. Everything is gonna be good. It is. Everything is leading you to your end. I'm telling you. A favorable experience. Your dreams. Whatever it is. And if your deep heart of heart is to get your streaming channel, whatever, back, then you shall have it. Right? You will. It's going to be okay. Helen, thank you very much. Kim, how is Poop doing? Love you. Love you too, Helen. Poop is better. Huh, Poop? She couldn't possibly care less about this conversation. Poop did have, what do you call it? Mastitis. And she is on antibiotics now, so she's all better. But she's, obviously still got to take her antibiotics. But, so she did not have surgery. Which secretly I was glad for, because I didn't want her to have it yet. I wasn't ready. I wasn't mentally ready. You know me. She's my daughter, right? So, what's the matter? Oh, are the duckies laying right up? Duckies are literally laying outside my screen door, or my sliding glass door. I don't have they took my screen to fix it, because Poop put her damn head through it. So when my screen comes back, I can have it open. Okay. Look up. Really? You had to scare him off? That was mean. What you being a bully for? You scared the duck. So, yeah. Oh, thank you very much, Ashley. Yeah, please. Give me a like, man. Please? Please? Lone Wolf Heart. Thank you very much. Back in my God state. Just wanted to say thanks, Kim. You're the best of the best. Beautiful inside and out. I just love you, Lone Wolf Heart. Thank you so much. I just love you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Plant-based meows. Thank you very much. When to do to live our life. Oh, wait. It said what? Oh, she's going to bark. Hold up. You don't have to bark every time they bark. The dogs are barking next door, so you know she's going to bark in a minute. She just says, okay. What to do to live our life if we can't spend money to live life and go out? What to do? There's lots of free things we can do. Lots of free things. You can go to a park. You can go for a walk. You can watch a good movie. There's lots of free things we can do. So you can enjoy your existence while manifesting. Just that question alone tells me where you're at up here. You know it's a tattletale. It is. There are plenty of... You could read a book. Did I already say that? You could play on the internet. You can watch YouTube videos. You can watch my YouTube videos. Or my TikToks. You can do that. You can still live and have an existence while we're waiting for our manifestation. And really, we're not even waiting. It's already done. It's been created already. It's already done. Creation is finished. So it's not even like we're actually creating anything. It's already done. The bridge of incidents is playing out, leading us to that manifestation. But that mindset tells me that you're in a lack-filled state. Let me ask you this. What are you doing until I said live your life? What were you doing then? Huh? Plant-based meows. What were you doing before you even asked me that question? What do you do day to day? The idea is to not sit and think, I don't have it yet. It's not here yet. I still don't have it yet. I'm still in the negative. It's not working. I don't have my manifestation yet. I can't do anything because I don't have any money to do it. You can go for a walk. You can read a book. You can watch a movie. You can come hang out with me on my channel and watch my videos. You can leave a comment and I can comment back so we can have a conversation. There's shit to do so that we're not marinating in the not having. We don't want to do that. Yeah, video games. Sit back and eat some popcorn and watch your manifestation unfold. That's right. There's always something to do. Always. There's always something to do. Okay. Meow, meow, first generation. Hello, friend. You're the best. I needed a zhuzh. I love you. Every time we talk, you teach me something. I love it. I love you. I'm glad you're zhuzhed. I love that your name is Meow Meow first generation now. I love that. Yeah, watch TV, exercise. There's always something. Because let me tell you, if you're all manifesting something and you're sitting at home staring at your 3D, it's not here yet, it's not here yet, it's not here yet. My life sucks too, it's not here yet. No matter what category you're manifesting in, if you're doing that, you are in a lax state where you are daily affirming that you don't have your shit. So therefore, you're going to experience of not having your shit. Okay? Live. Bake a fucking cake. That's right. Live. Work my butt off massaging. Yeah. Do some more massages. You can come over and massage my feet if you'd like. They could use a massage. All right? And I'd pay you for it. So there. How about that? How do you hire a personal assistant? Does anybody know? Where do you even look to do something like that? I don't mean virtual. I mean someone that can actually come physically to my home and help me out with tasks that I don't have time for. How do you hire and look for something like that? Does anybody know? I don't know why that just came in my mind. Her rubbing my feet made me think of that. And that's not why. I don't want to hire somebody to rub my feet. That's not what I mean. I don't want to put an ad because I'm afraid I'm going to get, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Suppose, now that I think that, I'm going to manifest it. So now I can't. Damn. But Brittany, I want you here. I want you to come here. Oh my God, wait a minute. Why was I thinking you live like 4 or 5 hours away? My mind is doing magic right now. I thought about doing it for like looking at the colleges or whatever, but I still wouldn't know how to, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I need help. I need help. I'm at the point where I realize I cannot do it all for myself anymore. I cannot. But I mean, home tasks are what I'm not having time for either. Kim, I live in Pennsylvania, so like we're technically neighbors. Well, technically, we kind of are. Technically, yeah. I used to be an executive PA and I won awards. I know, but you're in England. And yes, we're going to talk soon, Jackie, yes. Do you want a detailed email how? Yeah, Heidi. 2 hours, a couple times a week would be helpful. Pick Brittany. I would love to. I would love to be your client. Listen, I'll be a live-in maid. I worked for cleaning service. I don't need you to live here, though. You don't want to hang out with me 24/7. You don't. Trust me. I'm not that entertaining. I want to be Kim's neighbor. I wish some of y'all were my damn neighbor. I wish. I'll be Kim's servant. I need help, okay? I need help. I need someone to organize my nail polish collection. I need you to paint on the little tippies and then write the name of the polish on it for me. I need it. I am backed up. I need it. I need someone to help me sort my fucking mail. I need someone to help me put my shoes away in my closet that are still packed in my hallway. I need someone to organize my room, my Bath and Body Works shit. I don't have time for any of it. And I need someone to help me organize decorations and get the shit out of my fucking garage that's left. And then once all that's done, I want you to come back once a week and help me clean. So I can do what I really want to do. And just do this. Ugh. The local colleges near me, well, from community colleges, there's a Herkimer, there's Mohawk Valley Community College, Herkimer Community College. What else is around me? I can't think of them all, but I know Utica College is near me, Hamilton Colleges. I mean, if you count Syracuse, but Syracuse would be like a 40-minute drive for that person. But yes, please, somebody come. Wait, what? Try who? Try Thumbtack for a personal. What's Thumbtack? Have I had any Singaporean clients, Kim? Yes, I have, Looming Moon. I've had, at this point, no, I better not say that because I don't think it's been every single country. But it's been a lot. I've hit a lot. I need to start paying attention to the list. I've had, all right, off the top of my head, obviously Canada, right? Canada. I've had Puerto Rico. Does that count as a country? Wait, that's not a country, is it? I can't remember. Is that a country? Or is that a state? Is Puerto Rico a fucking country or is it a state? God damn it. Listen, I wasn't good in social studies. I can't remember. I think it's a country, right? Isn't it? Jesus. Don't ask me questions. Yeah, it is. Okay. Okay, so Puerto Rico. I've had Japan. Let's see. I've had Russia. I've had Germany, France, England, Ireland. I've had Poland. Obviously Australia. And New Zealand's a country too, right? New Zealand, Australia? Yes, it is. I've had, well, Hawaii is a state that I do know. And yes, I have had somebody from Hawaii. Wait a minute. No, it is a state, right? Yeah. You can come for the weekend and do that for me, but the problem is because I'm not here on the weekends. I'm at SPs on the weekends. I want to be here. You know what I mean? Puerto Rico is a commonwealth. Hawaii is a state. Croatia. Have I had Croatia? I feel like I had Croatia. If it wasn't last week, it was the week before. I've had all over. Let me word it like that. All over. I mean, it feels like every state in the U.S. I've had. By this time, I can't think of one I haven't had. But don't ask me like territories and stuff like that in Canada because I don't remember. I don't remember that. I just say they're from Canada. I've had, wait. Fuck. Is Alaska a country? I am looking so stupid. Oh, God. I've had Alaska. Does that count? Colombia. I've had Colombia. I've had Mexico. Mexico. Where else? I should look at Matt and just freaking start. It's a state. Okay. Oh, God. Yeah, all around the world. I'm trying to think. Spain. I've had Spain. There's some others. I'm glad to know I'm not the only one who doesn't know where anything is. Oh, I am telling you. HBIC is global. Yes. Portugal. Yes. Fuck yeah, Hillary. World tour. I would love to. I've had Philippines. I'm terrible at geography. Okay. I'm terrible at street names. I literally, in this moment, okay, hand on my heart, total truth, do not know the name of the street that's right across from my townhouse. I can't remember it. I don't pay attention. Like, don't ask me, hey, well, you know, what's this store? You drive by it every day. I don't know. I don't pay attention. I'm terrible on things like that. Terrible. Like, I drive the same exact way. Yes, to India. Oh, yeah, I've had a lot from India, to be honest. And they're always beautiful. Let's just be honest. Okay? Yes. So I take the same route to my boyfriend's, okay? I drive this place weekly. And like, maybe, I don't know, randomly, like, hey, can you stop at such and such before you come up? Or, you know, whatever. And I'll be like, what are you talking about? Where the fuck is that? And he looks at me like, you drive past it every time you come up here. I don't remember. I've never seen that before. I don't know what you're talking about. And I really, sincerely don't remember. I don't pay attention. If I'm driving, I'm probably having a personal concert in my car. I can't be paying attention to buildings. My goal is to not hit anything. That's the goal. That's my focus. It's watching out for the other cars and singing. I rely very heavily on my map on my iPhone. I'm terrible at directions. Or just don't. I'll just get there. I'll figure it out. Because I'm using my map. That's the truth. You found someone for me already? Shut up. Really? Try Indeed. Okay. Hillary, I'm telling you, it's always on. Everyone has their strengths. It's clearly not mine. Okay. Have you ever had Vegas people? I want to be your first Las Vegas. Well, I am sorry. I've already had Las Vegas multiple times. All right, Heidi. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you. Google Maps. I'm like, fuck no, it's this way. Oh, God. Thank you, Heidi. Awesome. I'm not surprised. Heidi is one of those clickety click 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 click. Found it. It's done. Clickety click click click. Done. That's Heidi. What do you need? Click 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 click. Done. It's done. I just sent it. That's Heidi. That's how Heidi is. She is the what's the good word? She's the rescuer of all things, especially digital. She's the rescuer. You have so many other talents. Who cares if you get lost? Oh my God, that's why I love you, Lisa. Who cares if you get lost? Exactly. Like, look at us having a geography class. I know. It's true, Heidi, though. You are. Click, 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 done. Oh, God. There's so many things I gotta do. I bought a car last year. Don't you fucking judge me or laugh at me. I bought a car last year, okay? It was my dream car that I had been manifesting. And I manifested it, okay? Don't laugh. I bought it and parked it, and I have not been in it since, and I have not registered the car yet. Don't have it on the road. It's been a year. It's because I have no fucking time. I have no time. And now it's on my mind. Now it's on my mind. Anyway, don't laugh at me. Yes, Tina. I own two. They are my favorite car of all time. You know this. All time. I have been driving them since I was 16 years old. Okay. Okay. I manifested my dream. What's it called? Model. My dream model. but I haven't put it on the fucking road and driven it yet. Wait, what? The Extraordinary Attorney Woo on Netflix is obsessed with whales. What? It's a subculture thing. My cousin's husband is the same. It is, and it's like we're family. There'll be random sobs on the road, and it's like we all wave. It is so bizarre, but I love it. Okay. Sally Abigail, thank you very much. Started to feel like I don't care. The circumstance don't bother me anymore. I still want SP. I just feel indifferent. Is this good or have I given up? Well, Sally Abigail, I don't know if you're giving up. Are you giving up? Listen, the knowing stage is, you're definitely not giving up when you're in the knowing stage. You're just no longer panicking over it. You're comfortable. You know, you're very calm. You are very comfortably in the knowing of having your desire. Now, indifferent means you don't care if it shows up or you don't care if it does. Now, let me just say this. I have spoken to some people who have gotten into a more indifferent space, but they weren't over the manifestation. So I don't want to tell you that it must be because you're over it, because only you can make that decision. But maybe don't confuse with indifference with calm, not worrying. Because let me say this. Most of us, me included, especially like my whole first year of manifestation game, we get so wrapped up in being in this desperate, needy mindset of having to get our desire, having to get our manifestation, that when we finally get to that calm, comfortable place that we just know what's going to happen, there's no need to keep doing things. You're in your Sabbath. You're in the knowing. That it's like, oh, this is exactly how I felt. So I don't know if any of you other who've manifested things have felt this way, but it's almost like you start to get into that place of, wait. Why am I not worried about this? Why am I comfortable? Why am I okay with this? Aren't I supposed to be worrying about me getting my manifestation? And I know at times I would feel that way. Like, I feel like I should be doing something. Why am I not worried about my manifestation? But no, that's the good thing. That's the place you want to be, where you're no longer worrying about the manifestation. Yes, I low-key feel like I'm doing something wrong. Yes, that's exactly how I felt. Until I realized, oh my God, this is the knowing. This is what it is. Total freedom. And that's why I talk about states of consciousness, because you can select to be in that state. You might not hold that state 24/7. That doesn't matter. You might get there for 10 seconds and fall back out. Doesn't matter. But daily touching, just touching it, will change your dwelling state. Which does what? It brings our shit faster. Long story short, it just brings our shit faster. It just does. But I remember the first time I experienced it. But I knew I wasn't over. Like, so as far as like thinking that you are no longer interested, it was not a question. I knew I still wanted my manifestation, but it was like, I don't even care today. I don't care. I don't care if I hear from them. I don't care about anything. I still want them. I don't care because I know I'm getting what I want. And then I instantly panicked, like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Of course you care if you hear from them. Of course you do. Of course you do. Why are you feeling like this? Like, I remember being panicked that I should not feel this way. Go script, do something. Until, I had my moment of, you dumbass. You're getting into Sabbath. You're getting into the knowing. It's the best place to be on your manifestation journey, is to be, other than getting the manifestation, the best place to be is in the knowing. The knowing is really the Sabbath. I just like calling it the knowing because it's a knowing feeling, right? And it is, you comfortably know there's nothing to worry about. I know I'm getting it. I know it's mine. I know it's already created. I know that no matter what shows up in my 3D, that manifestation is mine. And you almost slightly feel bulletproof to your manifestation, of course. You kind of do get that kind of a resilience to it. Hence why I say there's never really anything to worry about out there. Don't let any circumstances scare you into thinking that it's not happening or it's not working, or your SP showing up and not responding to you quite the way you were expecting because you've been feeling so good. Doesn't mean anything. It's just your bridge playing out. Doesn't mean anything. No reason to worry. I know we're human. We're going to have our worry moments, but I'm just saying, once you've gotten the feeling out, let me just tell you, there's nothing to worry about. You're going to get your manifestation. We have, you know what? Truthfully, I feel very strongly, I think I've said this before, I feel we haven't even touched how powerful we really are up here. I feel we haven't even touched a percentage of the creation power we have up here. I think we are so more powerful than we're aware of, and that is exactly why we have been made to think differently our entire existence. And I don't just mean our existence, I mean, human existence. I think you already know I believe in quantum jumping. I believe that's a possibility. I believe in instant manifestation. Instant manifestation, in my opinion, is a reality shift. It's an instant reality shift. That's my perspective. Doesn't have to be yours. Doesn't mean you're wrong. It's just my perspective. I believe we're already doing things like that. I believe that's why more and more people are waking up to the law of assumption or manifestation, or your ability to do whatever the fuck you want with your mind, whatever. It's why more and more people are waking up. It's why people are experiencing odd things in their 3D environment that are unexplainable. If they're not reality shifts, reality glitches, Mandela effect, there's something more here, meaning up here. We're more powerful up here than we are really even aware of. Hence why I believe in being limitless and unstoppable, because I think we really are. And oh my Lord, wouldn't that be how, so dangerous for those who try to control us, for us to realize just how powerful we are? Right? That's dangerous to them. They don't want us being all knowing, all powerful, realizing we can manifest anything we want. Right? How can they control us if we're aware of our power? For God did not give us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and of good judgment. That's what I'm talking about. Yes. I've never liked to affirm. Don't know if that's problematic or not. Just hate it. I've never really enjoyed affirming either. Let me just say this, though. Affirming really is just new thoughts. But the process of affirming, I've never enjoyed either. And I've never really made that really a part of my manifestation game. It's why I resonated with scripting. So I love to write. I love paper products. I love pens. I've been like that my whole life. So that's why I didn't even ask anyone if it was okay. There really wasn't a lot of teachers back when I found law of assumption. But I just decided I'm going to write this because I'm not saying all this shit out loud. I'm not doing it. It seems stupid and corny to me. That's how I thought back then. So I wrote. I didn't necessarily write affirmation after affirmation, but when you think about it, scripting is you affirming, but it's affirming as you're writing. Meaning that even if you're not writing perfectly coined affirmations, whatever you're writing is affirmations, right? So it's just new thinking. But the process of affirming all day or throughout the day was never my thing. To be 100% real, yeah, have I been out walking? I always use this example because that's the picture that comes in my mind is Have there been times I'm out with the dog walking in nature and I'm like, yeah, I'm a master manifester. Everything always works out for me. Yeah, I've done that. But is that something that I do every damn day? No. No. Some people love affirming, and they should be doing it because that's what they're called to do. You see what I'm saying? That's what their calling is. They should do it. And it doesn't matter that I don't like it. Doesn't mean it doesn't work. I like knowing what state I'm in. That's become my favorite. Scripting started as my favorite. I will still script when I feel like it, but paying attention to what state I'm embodying, who I'm identifying myself as today, that's all I do. Manifestation-wise, that's all I do. Really. And it hasn't stopped me. If anything, it's made my life easier, and it's made things come to me a hell of a lot faster than daily scripting. But I still love scripting. I have no hate for scripting because I've manifested every single thing that I've scripted. Now I'm on to my new stuff, my new list of things. But regardless, I get it. So affirming ain't your thing. That's what. There's plenty of other things you can do to change your thinking. So that doesn't make you bad, and that doesn't make you like going to be a failure at manifesting. No, because I'm right there with you. Michael Pitts. Well, hello, smooth operator. Kim, such a pleasure having my first session with you. You are a hoot and so supportive. Thank you. I thoroughly enjoyed our conversation, Michael Pitts. Thoroughly enjoyed you. And also, we have some similar mindsets on things. We had a good laugh as well. I enjoyed it. It was wonderful getting to know you, and I cannot wait to talk to you again. Okay? Absolutely. He really is smooth operator. The name was fitting, just for what it's worth. Chloe, thank you very much. Kim, I know SP reflects me, but feeling frustrated when we are together, and I mentioned about me moving home and to get back together. He says, not yet. Okay, so maybe you did not hear my conversation earlier. As far as Michael Pitts, yes, indeed we do. Indeed we do. I won't bring it up, but we think alike. So, yeah. Chloe, maybe you weren't here earlier in the live stream when I brought up that maybe that we should stop thinking that they're like a total reflection. They're a reflection of our beliefs and assumptions. Okay? So his reflecting that, not yet for you to move home, right? That would tell me that that's reflecting either a not chosen, not feeling good enough. It can be not being successful in your relationships, expecting your relationships to fail, or he doesn't want me to come home, meaning whatever assumptions or stories you're holding of him. So it doesn't mean your manifestation's failing. It's not. It's playing out in front of you on a bridge of incidents. And I know it probably sounds fucking cliche for me to relentlessly, it's just your bridge of incidents. You're just on your bridge of incidents. I know that's an annoying answer. I get it. I would be annoyed too if somebody gave me that answer, but it's the truth. It's the truth. You're just on your bridge. Stay up here in your 4D. Stay up here. Listen, there's a reason why Neville Goddard, and of course, every time I think I'm prepared to give you the answer, I always forget it, but I counted one night. I went through my audio, my Kindle, because it was easier to search that way. To search through Neville's books. Yes, I have the hard copies, but I'm too lazy to flip. So I searched how many times he brought up senses as far as denying the senses, and it was a lot. It was a big number. So listen, there's a reason why Mr. Goddard brought up denying our senses, meaning what we're seeing, perceiving, hearing, feeling, touching in the 3D. If it's not our manifestation, deny your senses. Deny your logical reasoning. He also brought that up, just saying. Deny your logical reasoning. So just because you're hearing your SP say not yet about moving home, first of all, not yet isn't no. It's not no. Stop giving it the meaning that it's no. Stop hearing things in the 3D and mean, oh, that's it. My manifestation's not working. He said not yet. I'm still failing. No. You're just on your bridge. Your job is to deny your senses, deny your logical reasoning, and get up in your 4D where you belong. There's another one from Neville that I've always loved is you cannot serve two masters. You cannot serve two masters. You cannot serve, right, the 3D and the 4D. You've got to make a choice. We've got to choose. We can't keep this 1 foot in the 3D and 1 foot in the 4D. We can't. Meaning, it is such a waste of your manifestation energy and time to constantly be concerned with the 3D doesn't seem to be lining up with what I'm manifesting. No, deny your senses, deny your reasoning. Stay serving the master that's actually going to provide you exactly what you want. Get into your 4D. Your 4D is the only real reality. It's the only real reality. I know we have to exist in our 3D, but we do have a conscious choice to say, I'm not letting you fucking throw me off my game. Fuck that 3D. Fuck it. You don't control me. You don't, nothing that shows up tells me that I can't have what I want. Nothing. We might have our moments where we don't understand how a circumstance is leading us to the having of our desires. Every single person has faced that, no matter what they're telling you. Every person has had the moment where they are frustrated with the 3D. But this is where we got to snatch our power back and go back to our 4D, where the magic is happening. Okay? So, take a little inventory of what story you're holding your specific person in and what beliefs you're still holding regarding love and relationships. Take a little checklist. Let's make sure we've addressed anything that's brewing. And if you find something that you know you're not addressing, now would be the time. And if you feel like you've addressed it all, I know that you're still holding him in a story. So that checklist should not be all checked off because I can tell we're still holding him in a story. We got to address that. The assumptions you hold of your person matters. Period. Period. End of story. Period. Point blank. If you're holding resentment, anger, or any type of shit story around your specific person, it's not going to be a pleasurable experience for you. It's not. Okay? We can make this as pleasurable as possible. Holding a shit story isn't part of it. Okay? Rhonda C. Thank you very much. Hey, Kim. I am somehow in quiet after breaking quiet. I have been focusing on my states and know my manifestation is mine already and on my bridge, so no spiraling. My 3D does look a bit upside down at the moment. That is okay, Rhonda C. Okay? That is okay. Listen. Literally what I just said to Chloe kind of applies to you too. Meaning, we're not going to serve two masters. Listen, you're not spiraling. You're not losing your mind. So good. You're doing great. But remember, it does not matter what we're seeing in that 3D. I know it can be frustrating and painful. I know it can be scary. I know it can be scary when we're not seeing anything that indicates to us that we're getting what we want. I know that. I've lived that. I know that. But this is where we put our focus back in our 4D. It is yours now. Yes, that's the right attitude. It is mine now. However, if you know that any specific things keep coming up from your ego, If it's the same fear that keeps coming up, listen to it, identify it, and let's sit with it so we can shed some layers off of our limiting belief onions. Maybe, okay, let me say this. Just like when we start a self-concept journey, it's normal for things to bubble up in our 3D. It's the same exact thing when shifting your state. It is the same exact experience because each state has its own self-concept. You know what I'm saying? Okay. It's the same experience. So if you've been focusing on shifting your state, things will bubble up in the 3D, or at minimum, hearing it from your ego, that need to be faced for us to fully shift. So it's not uncommon that when you start any kind of manifestation journey, that sometimes things pop up that we need to face and deal with, not ignoring them and brushing them off, facing and dealing. Okay? So actually, try not to see it as, you know, I'm more in quiet again or anything like that. No, maybe if a fear is coming up, let's deal with it. And that's what's really is brewing. It's something to let go of. Okay? I know you got this, girl. I know you do. Deluxe 27. Thank you very much. Kim, I give up. I don't even feel like reading the rest of your fucking message, Deluxe. I don't even want to read the rest of it. You probably should have left I give up at the end of it instead of the first fucking sentence. I feel like I'm in competition with 3P. I can't anymore. Dealing with anxiety every time he calls the kids to the point I don't want him in their life anymore, Kim. Kim, I hate this feeling. Deluxe? What in the sand motherfucking hell? What are you doing? We do not fucking give up. We do not fucking give up. Giving up is for weak people. We are not weak over here. You're being relentlessly triggered by your 3D circumstance because you are back to being married to your 3D. You're right back at it. And you know you are. There is a reason why we push through circumstances. We don't give up. You're not giving up. You don't hate the feeling enough. And she's right. You don't hate your circumstances enough. And this goes for anybody. If you really want change, if you really want that life to change, your circumstances to change, you will snatch your power back from that 3D. You will stop serving the 3D. I haven't had to ban someone from the 3D in a long time, and I am officially banning you from the 3D. It is unacceptable to say you're giving up. You're allowing some foolish heifer to make you feel less than. Whose fucking reality is this? Whose reality is this? It's yours. We don't let some dumb heifer intimidate us. That person, that heifer, is in the picture because of your old beliefs and assumptions. And I use that word old pretty damn loosely because it sounds like they're still there a brewing. Now, I have spoken to you on multiple occasions. You know what you need to do. Now, as far as you saying things like you don't even want them to see your kids, that's a hell no. That's a hell no. Now, come on. You're upset and you're triggered, and I get it. But listen, don't bring up with the kid stuff. You don't want to do that. Listen, it's best for kids to have both parents, okay? Unless one of the parents is abusive, and that's a whole other conversation. But listen, you're spiraling right now. And you know it. This fucking heifer only exists because you keep giving it energy. You keep giving it attention. You're allowing this bitch to make you feel unworthy, undeserving of your own fucking life. Fuck that entirely. Okay? No one is above you in your own reality. No one. No one. You're giving heifer power. You're giving heifer power. You're giving your energy away to these people. You're giving your power away to these people. Do you want your SP or not? Do you? Do you want your SP? Do you want your SP back so you can have your damn family back, which I know that's what you want? Then you've got to let go of this heifer. This is a bridge of incidents playing out in front of you. It's not always comfortable, especially if we've had a lifetime of shitty, limiting beliefs or insecurities. If we don't feel chosen, if we don't feel wanted, and we've never felt that way, we have to address it. Address it. Not feeding back into the circumstances. Not giving the circumstances your damn energy. Have your emotional moments. Get it out of your system. And then let's get back to work. If you don't handle, deal, or take a look at your own beliefs and assumptions, how in the Sam fuck can you expect anything to change out here? If you're not changing your own beliefs and assumptions around love, relationships, and your specific person, nothing changes out here. Nothing. You're being faced with your own beliefs and assumptions right now. Your subconscious mind isn't hiding anything from you. Your beliefs are not hidden. Your assumptions are not hidden. They are playing out in front of you, and they have been your entire existence. You're giving your 3D power. You're serving the wrong master, and I know you know better. I know you know better. I also know that you're not weak. Now stop it. Stop it. Recenter yourself and get back on your game. Everything that's happening in your 3D right now, everything is the manifestation of your previous thoughts, or your previous state of consciousness. And it's probably not a previous state of consciousness. It sounds like you're heavily in a shit state right now. Now, Deluxe, I don't want to ever see you say you give up ever again. If you're making the conscious choice that you no longer want to manifest this specific person and you'd like to move on to new love, that's a different conversation. We always have the conscious choice to choose or select new love. But giving up because you're married to your 3D, so heavily married to your 3D, that's not a reason. That's not a reason. You are banned from the 3D. That message is an F 10 billion gazillion minuses on all levels to the point of expulsion. Okay? Borderline being kicked out entirely. Stop giving power to your 3D. Stop it. It is a choice. Whether we like to accept that or not, it is a choice. Might not be an easy choice, but it's a choice. And you're choosing the wrong dimension. Don't ever say you're giving up again. Ever. Now, on a lighter note. Wishy3, thank you very much. Bada bing, bada boom, you are a queen. Boo. How fitting. How fitting a lighthearted super chat right after that sucky one. Jen, thank you very much. Hi, Kim. I have been watching the Get Your SP Fast video a lot lately. I enjoy the yelling. Well, thank you. Thanks. I put my motherfucking foot down. Thanks for the push. Well done, Jen. Well done. I love you, Wishy. Well done, Jen. That Get Your SP Fast video is my favorite video of mine of all time. Just so you know. And it was my favorite one to record of all time. Just for some useless knowledge. That is my favorite video that I have ever made. So thank you. And I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yes. I was feeling extra sassy and spicy during that video. I was very, very sassy. I was feeling it. I was in a rampage that day and it felt fucking amazing. So I let loose in that video. So I'm glad you appreciate it. Thank you very much. The best rampage to ever exist. Thank you. Thank you so much. You have so much energy in that video and I live for it. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I loved that. I loved that video. I loved that moment. I remember that moment very clearly. Where I was, where I had just come from, where I was going. It's my favorite. Just so you know. So thank you very much, Jen. And I'm glad you put your motherfucking foot down. Good. David Warren, thank you very much. Kim, I read Neville said, if you're visualizing without living in the end, all you are doing is daydreaming and not manifesting. SP has young baby from 3P. I manifested that. I'm now worried I'm not embodying correctly. Love. Love you too, David Warren. David Warren, I really, really want you to listen to me, okay? I want you to really listen to me. And keep this in perspective. If you're not new, or if you are new to my channel, I am not a Neville purist. And there are a lot of Neville purist type channels. And I don't necessarily, being that I'm not a Neville purist, I don't do everything he says. I don't. And try to put into perspective that Neville passed away in the 70s. So if Neville was still awake, Neville would evolve still. He'd still be evolving, correct? So I think Neville would have had some changed mindsets on some things. However, I would also like to point out that if you're going to pay attention or even read Neville, it would best serve you to read Neville in order, like for real, in order. And then add in lectures in order. And you will see how Neville's teachings progressed and evolved. Okay? That's a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people just decide to pick one book by Neville, okay? And it's usually the reader. It's usually the reader, and they pick and choose what they want out of it, not putting into thought of let's look at the body of work of Neville Goddard before you start spouting. I guess is what I'm saying. Okay? So I absolutely, without question, believe that Neville would have changed his mindset on lots of things. And what do you say to the people that don't visualize? What do you say to people that don't visualize and are manifesting? And are manifesting. States didn't really click with me until I was in a solo vacation. I still was manifesting prior to that. I wasn't great because I was triggered all the fucking time, but I was manifesting. So this stringent, we must follow Neville purely. We must do word for word what Neville said. And I can't think for myself. I must do only what Neville says, is why people are struggling. And I'm not against Neville. I share Neville on my channel, so it's not about a hate for Neville, so don't take it that way. But see things out of the box. So don't scare yourself into thinking you've been doing everything wrong because one person said that Neville said this. People take the same one line from Neville and use that as a reason why you can't manifest a specific person. See what I'm saying? Then I very happily used a bunch of Neville quotes to prove that he would have agreed with it. He would have. A lot of his teachings spoke that way. But you can't just pick one or two things. Neville pushed sats a lot. I've never done sats. Never. I can't stay awake. I fall asleep. I'm manifesting. What resonated with me with Neville Goddard is states of consciousness. Embodying the state of having your desire. But you don't have to be in that state 24/7. I'm your proof of that. And I'm not in that state 24/7. We're humans. We're gonna shift all day long. It's normal. So don't tell yourself that you're doing anything wrong. Tell yourself you're always doing everything right. Everything's leading me to my manifestation. Speak to yourself like that, and that's why it will work. This is the law of assumption. It is your own assumptions and beliefs. If you have a belief that you can only manifest from being in sats or perfectly visualizing the perfect way that Neville wrote about, that'll be your experience. But when you do what I do, and you make your own rules, that you as an individual make your own rules of manifestation, you don't need the limits from anybody else, and you'll be able to manifest just fine. And you start really believing that and telling yourself that, you will experience it, because that's going to become a belief, just like it has for me. Okay? So don't be scared. Don't think that you've been doing it wrong. You tell yourself you're doing everything right. And if you want my honest opinion when it comes to daydreaming, I don't necessarily think daydreaming is a bad thing. I don't necessarily think that daydreaming, unless you're daydreaming and thinking, well, this is just wishful thinking. Doesn't really mean anything, just daydreaming. It's never really going to happen. Unless you're daydreaming with that mentality, then yeah, it probably won't work. But if you're daydreaming, allowing your mind to roll, marinating in it, and not cutting yourself off by saying, well, I'm just wishful thinking. Daydream your balls off and you'll probably manifest from it. I really believe that. I don't think it matters. I think Neville would have changed his opinion on daydreaming. Do I think, like I said, I've already said this, Neville Goddard's insight on states of consciousness now is unprecedented. I'm telling you, it changed my entire life, changed my game, changed my manifestation ability. At least it felt like that to me. I became flooded with manifestations when I allowed states in, when they clicked with me. My life changed. What felt like overnight, maybe not overnight. It felt like overnight because it made sense. Identify yourself as being that person that has it. And even if it's not really in your 3D yet, it doesn't matter. It's yours. It's yours. It's yours. It's done. It's created. It's done. It's yours. Nothing to worry about. I don't have to worry about any of this anymore. Nothing. Boom. But don't limit this is why I bring it up all the time. Don't limit yourself because of what other people say. You create the rules of manifestation. You do as an individual, individually in your reality. It's you doing it. It's you. It's your belief and assumption around it. That's what matters. You're the one making the rules. The only real rule to manifestation is that we're creating with our mind, that it's our thinking. Other than that, the how you get there, how you, let's say mental diet or embody a state, it's the how you get there is on you, meaning you get to decide. So like, for example, Lisa brought up earlier, she doesn't like affirming. Lisa gets to make her own rule in her reality and decide, I don't want to affirm all day. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do this instead. And it will work for her. It will. I don't like affirming all day long. I don't do it. I used to love scripting. I still love it. I just don't do it daily like I used to. I decided that's what's going to work for me. I'm going to write this. I'm going to write it down. It's going to work. And my belief of that is what created. Now I don't. Now I embody my state instead. I pay attention to what I'm embodying. And that's all I do. And I'm manifesting. It's because I believe in that. Do you see what I'm saying? So you believe that what you're doing is working, and it will. So don't ever think because Neville worded something a certain way that it's not going to work now. Not true. Not true. All right. And on that note, I have to go because I have a 2:45 call. Okay? You know the rules. If you bought a super chat, I will make a video answering your super chat. So you have not wasted your money. Okay? Yeah, I have moments here. Channel members, I'll see you tonight. Yeah? See you tonight. What else? I will probably see you, live stream tomorrow night. Okay? I'll be live tomorrow. Alrighty? You make the rules, guys. You do. Identify yourselves as having your desires, being unstoppable, limitless beings. And you'll have your shit. Don't let anybody else's limited perspective scare you into thinking you're doing things wrong. Okay? Tell yourself you're doing everything right. You always are. Always. Okay? Love you all. I'll see you all tomorrow night. Okay?